Pew.
Oh, well, welcome to the pew.
Well, who do we have today? Here?
Well, people have been wondering when Scroddle Bear is going to make an appearance. And we think it's going to be today! Oh, here I am! I'm Scroddle Bear and I'm on the pew! So,
what else do you have to say, you fucking furry shit?
Well, how dare you call Ernie Glam? I'm Scroddle Bear. I'm a big celebrity.
In your
You can't talk to me like that.
In Alig world, you are.
All right, Scroddle Bear. I'm gonna talk to Ernie, make sure that he never talks to you like that.
Well, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's kiss and make up.
No. Okay. So, people, inquiring minds want to know. They want to know. They want to know if I was ever a pothead.
I was.
Ernie was a pothead.
In the early 80s.
In the early 1500s.
The early 1780s.
Ernie was a pothead. Well, what was that like? I mean, you don't seem...
Lestat and I in
you don't
New
seem
Orleans.
like a pothead kind of person.
Well, Lestat and I in New Orleans used to get high all the time. It was...
Yeah, that sounds
free port.
Kyoki dated a pothead once, Andrew Kolodny, and I had my own run-in with a pothead recently.
And curiously, I can't smoke pot anymore. Anytime I smoke pot, it just makes me so bored. It just I can't take it. It's like watching a slow movie.
Pot always made me kind of like a little bit paranoid and confused. Like I couldn't keep. On one topic, I couldn't keep.
I don't even feel like it makes me high anymore. It just instantly bores me. I mean, the minute I smoke it, I feel profoundly bored.
I wasn't bored. I just couldn't keep one topic. Okay, so so there's the answer to that. Now, what is the path to spirituality, people? Francesco wants to know this. We're going to start. This is another thing. It's yet another new.
Readers want to know.
Readers want to know, and now we're going to start naming.
When I say readers, they're actually not reading it. They're reading.
They're reading us. And people, we're going to start mentioning their names now. So this is Francesco. He wants to know.
What the hell does he want to know?
He wants to know about our path to spirituality. He wants to know if we're spiritual kind of people, and whether or not. And this is whether or not we believe in God.
I would probably say no.
And we would probably be struck by lightning if there really was a God. So we are going to talk. We're going to taunt God right now. We're going to taunt God, and we're going to say, you know what? If there is a God, then strike us dead right now with a lightning bolt.
Well, in general, I don't like to mock religion or.
No, I don't either.
I know that there's a lot of very religious people, including people in my family, and including my friends,
including me.
So I don't want to.
I'm a very religious person, and
knock it or.
I don't want to knock it or mock it.
No, there's no need to. But I'm not necessarily a very spiritual person. It's not like I wake up.
Ernie is not a very spiritual person. He's right.
Pray. Although sometimes I'll say prayers, because I've been indoctrinated in the Christian tradition. So there are times when I'm driving, especially if I drive by a church, that I'll say, I'll say Our Father, a Hail Mary, Glory be. But I wouldn't say that it goes far beyond that.
No, not far. Okay, so Ernie is.
But perhaps some future episode of the Pew, we could pray the rosary for 5 minutes.
Ernie is a pagan, and he will be going to hell. Okay, so Ginger Taylor wants to know.
Wait a minute, weren't we also going to talk about God told me to?
Oh, God told us to talk about God.
God, we don't believe in God. God told us to talk about
this movie. God told me to, which we watched last night. Which I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it was.
And it held your interest. For people who are watch the Pew, they know that Ernie's interest in movies kind of
wanes after about 30 minutes.
About 30 seconds.
No, 30 minutes.
He was actually
able. There's lots of killing and action.
He was able to watch this one
for an hour.
For an hour and 25 minutes before he said,
"When is this going to end? How much longer do I have to sit on the edge of my bed and wait for something to happen?"
Well, really, if you're going to watch a movie for 80 freaking minutes and something still hasn't happened, you still don't know where it's going.
We knew exactly where it was going.
You know, there's not really, you know, the
It was
last death was
no.
30 minutes
It was
ago.
actually a very intelligent movie. The premise was that God was an alien, and that he landed on, you know, the planet to, you know, seed the planet with a bunch of gods or something, and that they, you know, seeded the woman, and she had the baby, and then he turned out to be the new Jesus, and God was like, in order to get attention or something, because the club kid or something, God was like killing people and like telling people to say like, God told me to do this or whatever, and like, right?
Well,
but Ernie fell asleep before the movie was over. I'm the only one who got to watch. Ernie, Igor and I watched it all the way to the end.
it just didn't hold my attention. God didn't do a good enough job of directing.
Well,
and that's it. for this
God
episode.
God told us to end the pew right now. So God told us pew.